cut that right there. Cut it right there. Cut it right there. Sell that and that separately. Even if it has that on it. Just take some of it off, whatever. Now you can cut that end off, and this will sell as a different item. So you have your radiator piece, and then your ends. Everybody knows at the scrapyard, if you bring in them ends, what to pay you for them. So I'll take a sawzall, cut them off. Now I'm just gonna nip some of this copper loose. Throw it into my copper bucket. Trash. This is always going to be number one copper right there. Until you have some soldering. Then you have to cut it and cut it. So you have number 2 and then number 1 ends for me. I'm putting that into my copper bucket. Don't worry about that later. There's always the 2 radiators in a air conditioner. Always is 2. With a fan motor and a compressor. Get a little bit of wire in these things too. You can take that off. It's according to how much it has in there to whether I'm gonna worry about trying to take anything off of it, to be honest with you, on this particular piece. There's still a screw down there I need to get loose. I didn't even pull out my, I didn't even pull out my screwdriver. Electric, battery operated, mechanically manipulated. I just figured, you know what? Old school. Take a pair of cutters, maybe a hammer if you need it. There's a couple of things in there if you want to go through it. I'll cut a little bit of wire out of that a little bit later and throw the rest of it in the shred pile. That's all I'm going to do with it. There is some more copper on here that you can nip right off. I can get rid of these copper ends here. Hanging on to that. Here. This is actually hooked to the radiator, so you could go that route, or you can just cut that off, throw that into your number 2 bucket. The only thing holding that radiator in there is probably just one more wire here, or maybe 1 or 2 more. It's not much. I'm surprised that it hasn't actually fell out of there already. I guess the fan is actually holding it in right now. So with a hammer, I'm going to do a little deconstruction on this thing, and then we'll pick it up from there. I'm also going to need to get my, maybe my 1/2 inch or 9/16 sockets. Let me go get them now. Get this handy dandy little kit that I got off of Amazon, if and only if there's not a lot of nut left on there, because you got that magnet and you can't go too deep. These things will not go very deep. So that being the case, I'm not going to be able to make that work. Just pull out your, there we go. Move on to the next. It's gonna be hard to get out of there. We got there. Oh, too small. Oh my goodness. Come on, man. Oh, these things are hard to get out of there. Yeah, that's it. That's it. There's one back there. Can't get to it unless you move a few things. So I'm going to take something apart there. Make that happen. So we got to get that compressor off here. We've already came this far. Yeah. Let me grab just a couple more tools. We'll have this thing apart zippity zap. man. He's still alive too. He's still alive. I've got to get that thing out of my way. Stainless steel generally. Piece of stainless on there. There is everything in the way. So, I'm gonna get it the heck out of the way without running into a spider. Right down in there somewhere. Giving me a break. That was keeping me up all the time. Try that. No. No, no. There we go. Got it. Made my little nut hut. Got my nut hut. Ooh-wee. Heated that thing right up. But, oh my goodness gracious. There is a third one. You know what? I was wondering why there was only 2 of them things, so I was wondering why there was only 2. Okay, what's next? That won't come out easy. All right. Nope. That wasn't so easy. Get out of there. All right, what's holding me in there? If anything, nothing. Sweet. Look at there. Nice compressor. Finished cutting the copper off of it. This is, whoa, what that spider nasty. This is steel. But the rest of this copper nugget, you can just peel that off. Cut it off, peel it off, do whatever you want to with it. There it is. I'm going to take that foam off of that thing and throw that in ready for my possibly #1, maybe #2, but the rest of this, I don't have to even take that L side off, but I don't think I do anyways. If your yard expects you to, bend it a few times, it will come off of there. Or take your cutters, you can get in there on that thing, cut it right off there. Now you can put this in your compressor pile. Which mine is right over here. And all I have left to do now is get this piece out. So what holds it in there? I believe it's just the plastic. To be honest with you, I believe it's just the plastic. Let's see here. Plastic. Any screws? Oh, I see, it's just clip. Clip, 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 and another clip. There we go. Okay. Clip, clip. And then maybe that side will come out. Yes, it would. So I do the same thing the other side. Clip right there. There we go. Beautiful. Another rad. For me, take that thing and throw that right in the back of my daggum truck, just like that, and they get the motor and the crap and that spider that's in the bottom of that thing. That's what I do with air conditioners, guys, and that's pretty much it. Just throw the shred in the trailer, cut your ends off, sell these separately. Don't even worry about them noodles. Unless you have 100 of them. If you have 100 of them, maybe. If you don't have 100 of them, then just cut them right here, cut it right there, and sell this centerpiece separate from the end pieces, and every yard will know what to pay you when you cut them ends off, and you'll be surprised at how fast it is to cut them off with a sawzall, and the fact that you'll make more money just by cutting them off and Selling them separate. But anyway, that was my little air conditioner tear down, and I did it with a screwdriver, a hammer, a pair of cutters. Yeah, and I actually did have to use a socket set. But anyways, guys, it's Grandpa and Grandpa. What's next? Tomorrow, hopefully you see this video before tomorrow's. Tomorrow I'm going to a field. A guy pulled behind me, and you might have already seen the first load that I brought in. But I'm going back there again tomorrow. He's going to help me load the rest of that stuff and find whatever else it is that he wants to give me from that lot. And yeah, so tomorrow should be a good day. Stick around, smash that like button if you want to, and we'll see you on the next one. What's next?